So this is the first time I actually see a sequel without having seen the original. Now, from what I understand, based on what I read about the original and some of the reactions from the fans and the critics, I didn't miss much, and I probably could have missed this movie and said the same thing. And with that, I welcome you to another episode of The Romance Room. My goal, as always, is to enhance your movie watching experience. So, Unfriended, the Dark Web, of course, the sequel to 2015's original Unfriended, which, from what I read and understand, they're not really related. There's nothing, no lore or mythos set in the first one that would have anything to do with the second movie. So that's good or bad, depending whether you liked or didn't like the original. I didn't see it, so I don't have an opinion on that. We have here Blumhouse Productions, of course, the king of the hill of the horror movies these days, particularly of the low budget variety. And we have Steven Sisko, I believe that's his name. He's the first time director and partial writer of the movie. And I didn't have any expectations. Like I said, I didn't see the original. I didn't even see a trailer for this. So I'm like, let me just go check it out. Why not? I had a couple hours to kill. And this is really your classic mixed bag flick. So here we have this kid, Mateus. He, in his job, he goes to his lost and found and takes or steals a laptop that's in there. He tells his friends he got it through Craigslist. Now one day, him and his friends are all on Skype. They're doing a game night, 2 or 3 in the morning, all having a good time. And Mateus is, going through the computer, is kind of giving him some issues, and he's going through it. He discovers that there's something wrong with the computer, and he's getting these strange messages. He's trying to talk to his girlfriend, who's deaf. So there's this program that he uses that kind of translates his words into sign language or something like that. And his computer's kind of slowing down on him. The strange things happen. These messages keep coming. He discovers that the person who actually owns the computer is actually reaching out to him and is able to see everything he sees via the webcam. Now he gives him a choice where he needs to return the computer back, and he soon discovers that this guy is no one to be trifled with. He apparently has a lot of videos that he finds on his computer that show him doing torturing, kidnapping girls, and doing things for exchange of money via Bitcoin. And he's finding all these things out through there, and at the same time, he's trying to keep it from his friends and eventually involving his friends. And of course, once they all get involved, shit happens and people start dying. So the premise is interesting enough, and at the beginning, you're kind of locked in. I like the presentation, really, this presentation about using the webcam only, much like the first one did, where you're seeing the movie through these webcams, through this Skype messaging to these people and what they're looking at, their screens on the computer. It feels like you're on your computer itself, and that's cool because you really buy into that world and you kind of get engaged as far as discovering what's been going on with this guy who's the real owner of the computer and some of the dark things that he's doing. But again, this movie has a habit of kind of getting in its own way. What I mean by that is the moments where you're locked in. And then it does the parts of the plot and some of the decisions that these guys make, that him and his group of friends make, are just so stupid. And it's just unbelievable. It kind of takes you out of the movie every 5 and 10 minutes. Something says something stupid, does something dumb. And the plot itself, it just relies so heavily in this convenience where and I don't want to get too spoilery here. I'm not going to get spoilery, but the situations behind the guy who owns the computer is a part of a bigger world, and everything that's based off the decisions that the Mateus makes drives the next aspect of whatever plan is being set. Now, the problem is that it's too convenient, these decisions that he's making. Sometimes they don't make sense, and how would they know he's going to make that decision or him leading to a certain choice that he makes? It's impossible to determine. So it just seems silly and contrived at the end of the day. And it's kind of like, okay, that doesn't make sense. And you really want to buy into what's going on because some aspects are very interesting. I won't go so far to say it's a very scary movie. It's more like a thriller for the most part, suspenseful kind of movie. And at times it does ratchet up and you kind of buy into it and you get sucked in. But again, it just happens to take you out, or someone does something stupid, like, why are they doing that? And it just takes you out of the movie. And it really kind of hampers the enjoyment, because at the end of the day, the presentation is cool. The premise is interesting enough. And you can have some fun here with this one, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, it's just too much going against it for me to say, you know what, hey, you guys, go check out this movie. This is more I say, drink a few beers, watch it at home. You forget the stupidity that's going on screen, the silliness that happens, and kind of get wrapped into the story, this presentation of how dark and mysterious the internet can be and how dangerous it can be. And we get all that. And it's not really a commentary on that. It's just kind of giving you a presentation of something that could happen and could happen in real life. And who knows, maybe it is happening. I don't know. So at the end of the day, I can't really recommend it. Like I said, get drunk, watch on Netflix. That's as good as this movie's worth. So Unfriended, the dark web, you guys are gonna check it out. Comment below, let me know what you guys thought. And of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and feed money to go to the movies and talk about it afterwards. See you guys next time.